something, whether via air or via sea, then everything is customs. Everything that happens in the space is customs. But we must contemplate that when you ship your stuff from overseas, there is a company or an individual that collects it from you, or you drop it off to that company. That company has to store it and then pack it into a container and book space on a vessel to get it to Jamaica. And then once it gets to Jamaica, on the aircraft, it has to be taken off. In the normal course of business for an individual, it is taken off, offloaded from the aeroplane, and then it is transported to a warehouse, right? In the seaport, if it's containerized, it is stored in a container yard under security, under surveillance, and then some of them are taken to what we call public bonded warehouses, like your barrels and stuff, and those are offloaded into secured facilities. If we look at, for example, how we have been treating with relief cargo, the volume of relief cargo, particularly from organizations, have been overwhelming, right? But notwithstanding that, our team members, many of them impacted by the storm or have family members who are impacted, have been there since day one, facilitating hundreds of cargo flights at NMIA and to a lesser extent at the Sansa International Airport. So what happened in the process? So a cargo plane arrives and it is offloaded on the tarmac. If the relief good is consigned to ODPEM, as is most often the case, right, or some of the larger relief organizations, what we do, we facilitate expedited processing of that cargo. What does that entail? So expedited processing means that we're doing the processing of the cargo, we're reviewing the documentation, etc., on the tarmac, and we are doing selected inspection on the tarmac. One of the things that Jamaica Customs Agency is very proud of is that we now have a K9 unit with, I think, 8 K9 agents or officers that are part of it. When I say officers, I'm talking about the dogs now. And those have been deployed to assist us in the security vetting and verification of these relief cargo items. But we're not just doing it by ourselves. We are also partnering with the Jamaica Defense Force. The Jamaica Defense Force has been a constant presence on the airport as it relates to the processing of relief cargo, both assisting us with their K9 units and working and assisting ODPEM and the national effort. When the cargo is offloaded as well, Diane, so you're talking about customs being present, you're talking about JDF being present. You can't get on the tarmac without going through a stringent security process to the operators at the airport that is mandated by the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, right? So you have to go through that process, and when you go through that process as an individual and you get access to the tarmac, guess what you will see? You will see airport security, and you will see security